15 or 18 years ago, could you have seen Dan's Dogs as it is now? And where do you see it in another 10 or 20 years?
It's really progressed since we took over. The original owners were doing well. They were doing well. They were doing real well. One reason why we bought it too. They were doing well. 18 years, 19 years ago, yeah. But we have added a lot of things to the menu. We've just, like corn dogs, we added just something simple. They sell like crazy. Not just kids, adults love them too. We added some salads. We changed a couple things. We kept the basic concept the same. We've added a lot more combinations of hot dogs. We try to put something new at least once a month, or a couple of things new every. We added the foot-long hot dogs. A couple of things in the back where we just changed as far as the type of French fries. They used to have big fat ones. We went to the they're called shoestrings, the skinny ones. People like those better. And just little things like that, but there's stuff that people don't really see when they walk in the door, but we see. That's changed, and the business is, I'm not saying it's doubled, but it's come pretty close to doubled based on what it was. My wife and I, we did retire a year and a half ago. It lasted 167 days, but who was counting? But we had to come back. A couple of things just did not go the way they should have. We had no choice. We had to come back. We didn't mind coming back. We didn't want to. So we've been here. That was in September of '09. And now we have decided that we have had too much fun. We're currently for sale. Not that we just had enough.
Yeah.
We want to go while we still have all our marbles. We put 3 kids through school through here, Kent State. All 3 graduated from Kent State. All 3 kids work here. 2 girls and our son. Our son worked in the kitchen. The girls ran the front, worked out front. All 3 can run the place. All 3 want the place. But my son really doesn't anymore, because now he has 2 kids, and they saw how busy you need to be. You have to be hands-on here. You can't walk in the door once a month, take the money, and go home. You have to work.
Yeah. My dad owned a restaurant.
You have to work. It's a lot of work. It's fun, especially if everything's going good and the money's coming in and you're paying all the bills. It's a lot of fun. But there's a lot of bumps to get to that fun. And our other daughter just had her 3rd baby. She's only a week old. So she has a 3-year-old, a 6-year-old, and a week-year-old. She's the one that wants it the most. But she just can't do it by herself. And we really don't want to help her. We want to walk away.
Yeah.
And our other daughter, she's a lawyer. She became a lawyer 2 years ago. She still helps us. She likes it. She just can't do it.
Yeah. Lawyers a lot.
So we really don't want to sell it, but we do. It's time. So, I mean, we just made this decision just recently, and we have 8 or 9 people that are calling that want to buy the restaurant. I mean, they just handed me this now. It's info about your place. Somebody else must have heard that we're for sale.
Do you think it would stay Dan's Dogs?
Oh, yeah. Well, that's our goal. We're not going to sell it to somebody who's going to change it.
Yes.
I mean, yeah, when we walk out the door with their money and we're gone and they got the keys, yeah, they can do whatever they want and they can change. And if they do, they'll have to change. They'll have to do things. They'll have to change with the economy. You have to change with the economy. You have to change with just the area. It was tough the last couple of years, even though our business was great. There was so many empty stores on the square that there were less people coming around. That there was too many empty stores, and that was bad for business. We took a little bit of a nosedive, but nothing critical. Not like, I mean, there were places it got so bad. A lot of other places went out of business too. So we see the future as being not for us, because our future is hopefully by September 1st. But whoever does, and like I said, we have several people that are interested. We're going to try to strive that they will be successful if they keep the same. Family oriented. Try to keep your prices down. Try to keep it as clean as you can. Always have everything the same, whether you came in now or 2 years ago. It's still going to be the same. You can't put, oh, my buddy walked in, so I put 8 times as much cheese on their hot dog. And then it tasted like garbage because it was just too cheesy. You know, you get pizzas. Oh, my buddy works at the pizza place. He gave us extra, and you eat it, and you can't even eat it because it didn't cook right. You know, you put all that stuff on top, the dough has to cook underneath, and if you cook it the same amount of time, it's not going to cook right. So we're going to strive. So we think that it'll be here a long time. Should.
Do you guys make your own burgers?
Well, they come in. It's a frozen product, but they're seasoned. It's not just a piece of ground meat.
What brand's your hot dog? Sugardale?
We used to use Sugardale. We used to use a brand called Vienna Beef. They come out of Chicago. That is the Cadillac of hot dogs. They got cost prohibitive, very expensive. Really a great hot dog, and the fact that it came from Chicago, we had trouble getting them a lot of times. I'd order 20 cases and only 8 would come. Where's my other 12? Oh, they'll come next week. It says Dan's Dog's a hot dog eatery, not maybe a hot dog eatery. You gotta have them. And it's something like that you can't go buy in the grocery store. They're coming special from Chicago. It's a special recipe. Right now we're using a brand called Farmland. It's a special blend that, they are available. They're not available in the grocery stores, but just through food distributorships. And we're real happy with them. The price of beef has gone up considerably in the last year. Our price of our hot dogs has gone up 3 times in the last year, yet we have not raised our price.
Why do you think so?
Because of the economy. The price of oil has a lot to do with it. Farmers, it costs them twice as much to plow their fields and to feed their cattle. Corn gets fed to a lot of cattle. When you get 200 million acres underwater, like that's going to happen in this Mississippi flood thing, you lose all that corn, price of corn goes up. Price of corn goes up, they cost them more to feed their cattle. When they feed their cattle, it costs them more, the price of the beef is going up. So that it's a vicious circle. It's a vicious circle.